Have you ever wondered what it would be like to quit the 9 to 5 to live in a van and travel full time? Yep, we did too. We're Brian and Emily, and this is our adventure pup, Wes. Earlier this year, we left our lives in Lake Tahoe and have traveled to some pretty amazing places. We're now making a pit stop at home for the holidays and are looking forward to sharing a little bit of our hometown in this adventure out there. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we are coming at you from our hometown in Lake Tahoe. It has been 5 months since we've been back. We left on July 7th and it's good to be back. We're excited to see some friends and family for the holidays over the next week. We've got to catch up on some appointments and we thought it'd be fun to take you along and show you some of our favorite places to hang out, to eat, to hike. So that's what we're going to be doing this week. But first, we've got to go crash on the renters that have been staying at our house, who happen to be my brother and sister-in-law. We're just a few minutes away, and we hope you guys come along for this week's adventure in one of our favorite places on earth that we feel so lucky to call home, Lake Tahoe.
Welcome home, babe.
You too. We also have a very cute furry renter that has been staying here too. Scouters! Hi! Hi!
So happy you guys are home.
Our home in Lake Tahoe is located on the North Shore in Incline Village and has a population of just over 9,000 residents. It's much quieter than what you'll find on the South Shore, where there are a lot of hotels and casinos. While there's a lot to do on all the shores of this beautiful lake, for this video, we'll be focusing on our local hometown hangouts and surrounding areas on the North Shore. Good morning. So I've had the pleasure of calling Lake Tahoe home since my family moved here in 1990 when I was just a little girl.
I moved to South Lake Tahoe in 2012, met Emily in 2015, which is when she imported me up to Incline Village.
It's good to be home for a few days.
There really is no other place like Lake Tahoe. Known for its crystal clear waters, beautiful views, and year-round recreation, we really are proud to call this place home. We are going to take you on one of our favorite hikes on the lake, which also happens to be where we went on our first date. Let's go to one of Wes's favorite places to play on the lake, Hidden Beach.
So this is the site of our very first date. And depending on the time of year, there may be more or less beach depending on how high or how low the lake is. Right now it looks like there's actually quite a bit of beach, which is pretty typical for end of fall, starting of winter. Where you're really going to see the beaches get a lot smaller is probably in the spring.
It can also get very, very crowded here, which is also why we love this time of year.
There's a couple of different places to park to get to Hidden Beach, either this small roadside parking off of Highway 28 that we parked at.
Which is free.
Free, but it fills up really quickly, especially in the summer. Or you can park at the East Shore Trail right in front of Tunnel Creek Cafe off of Highway 28. That is paid parking, but they do have 3 pretty good sizable lots. And then you can take the beautiful East Shore Trail here to Hidden, and then even beyond around the point over to another beautiful spot called Sand Harbor.
And I believe the fees for parking vary depending on the time of year. So make sure you check before you come.
Wes looks like he's ready to party.
He is.
He wants to do some swimming, I think. So a few fun Lake Tahoe facts. Lake Tahoe is 12 miles wide, 22 miles long, has 72 miles of shoreline, and is the largest alpine lake in all of North America, and it's the second deepest at 1,645 feet deep, just behind Crater Lake in Oregon. It's a gorgeous, big, beautiful body of water. And kind of a funny fact, my brother used to do helicopter tours over the lake, and he once had a customer ask him what kind of whales were in the lake. I don't think there's any whales, but there might be Tahoe Tessie.
Hurrah. Even though we are up in the mountains where we get a lot of snow and it freezes, Lake Tahoe actually doesn't freeze. I believe the top stays at around 68 degrees, the bottom around 39. Check me if I'm wrong. And if the top does start to reach freezing levels, that actually sinks and the warmer water rises to the top. Now you know. Clarity can also be really nice. I believe it's about 75 feet right now, depending on when you're here. When it's cloudy and cold, it can look black from the sky, but we just love this beautiful lake.
It's just a few days later and it snowed, which is great for Tahoe. We need it this time of year. We want to take you to another one of the beautiful beaches on the North Shore here. This is Sand Harbor. It's a state park. It's accessible year-round. There is an entrance fee to get in, so make sure that you're prepared for that. And we'll show you around. It is just such a gorgeous area.
This park is dog friendly in the off season. Dogs are required to be on leash, 6-foot lead max. If you want to come here in the summer, make sure you go online and get a reservation. Due to the crowds and how busy this place has gotten, they did go to a reservation only system. But it is a really cool state park. You get to see the beautiful turquoise waters of Tahoe. There's a beach over here for laying out in the sun, water sports, kayaking, paddleboarding, swimming. The cove behind us is designated for diving only. And there's another cove over here that has a boat ramp. Plus there's a bar and grill. So a really cool state park to check out if you're in the area.
Not a beach, but a really, really beautiful view of the lake is located just up Mount Rose Highway 431, and you can see all of Incline. And right after a snow like this, it's pretty incredible. T's Mesquite Rotisserie has been a family-owned staple since as long as I can remember. It is the spot to go for burritos, tacos, and delicious rotisserie plates. You really can't go wrong with whatever you order here, but we can never pass up the chicken and tri-tip burritos, and the green sauce is to die for. Another great option for lunch is right next door, and it's the locally owned Inclined Burgers and Brews.
In my opinion, best burger and fries on the lake. If you find yourself in Incline and you are searching for the best craft beer, spirits, wine in town, definitely check out Incline Spirits and Cigars. That handsome fella behind that bar. Hi, buddy.
Our favorite brewery, and really the only brewery in town, is Alibi Ale Works. They also have a location in Truckee, but this great brewery first started in Incline by a couple of locals. Not only do they have great beer, they also have some really delicious food. Tahoe is generally really dog friendly, but there are a few times where we can't take our fur baby Wes with us here. That might be when we're skiing or snowboarding, going out golfing, or getting a bite to eat. Which brings us to today's sponsor of this video, Waggle. Waggle is a mini RV camp that gives you a window into your pet's world when you have to leave him behind in the van or RV. There's live streaming so we can see what he's up to, and even two-way audio so that we can talk to him or we can hear what's going on in the van when we're not here. There's also night vision, so if we're going out for a bite to eat at dinner time and there's no lights out, we can still see what's going on and what this little guy is up to. Simply install the camera, connect it to power, connect it to Wi-Fi, and download the Waggle app, and you can view your pet anytime, anywhere. Right now we're using public Wi-Fi because we don't have our Starlink dish mounted yet to the top of the van, but we're going to be back in a month to fix that so that we can easily check in on Wes whenever we're away from the van. There's also a built-in motion detection track, so if there is motion detected in the van, we'll get a notification, which is great for if Wes is moving around or if something else were to happen to the van. It's just a great added extra layer of security. Additionally, the SD card records up to 128 gigabytes, so if we don't catch something live in the moment on the app, we can go back and replay the footage so that we can see what happened. It really does give us great peace of mind when we're traveling with Wes. He's our child, and we want to make sure that if we're away from him, which does happen, running errands or whatever else we might be doing, we can always check in and make sure that he's doing okay. We're really excited to have Waggle be the window into Wes's world when we can't be in the van with him. And we're excited to offer you a special promotion by using the link in the description of the video or scanning the QR code in the video here. Use the code ADVENTURE at checkout and save 10% on your purchase of Waggle RV Mini Camp. Now let's get back to the hometown tour. We're out in front of one of my favorite stores in all of Lake Tahoe, the Potlatch. It's located in the Rayleigh Shopping Center in Incline, and it's a great place to find gifts, local tourist items, hoodies, t-shirts, etc. And they also have a very impressive collection of jewelry. You can see these two pieces of Larimar that we've acquired over the years from here. And I'm excited to go in and see what they have today. Hopefully I don't spend too much money.
Christmas gifts? Not for you, buddy.
Azara's Italian restaurant has been a local's favorite since 1978. It has remained in the family since then, and if you like authentic, old-world Italian, it is an absolute must.
It's really make sure you here. It's trying to come on. Thanks, really are watching you.
Another favorite locally owned spot is Bite. This restaurant features American-inspired tapas that are great to share. It's one of the most popular restaurants in town for good reason, and reservations are highly encouraged. Today is chore day, and we're headed out of Incline to the nearby town of Truckee, which is about 30 minutes away. We've got some fun things in the works. We'll take you along for a tour of Truckee, really cute little town. But on the way, we're going to pass through Kings Beach, which has my favorite coffee spot, and I might be a little biased because I did work there when I was in high school and college. So let's go to the Java Hut, yeah?
Yum! Yummy Mocha, check. Now we're on our way to Sierra Adventure Vehicles. We have a consultation meeting today to have some mods done to the van. We're hoping to get some extra batteries put in, our Starlink mounted. We're also going to look at possibly getting a larger fuel cell and a couple of smaller other things. So yeah, we've heard a lot of good things about these guys, so excited to get over there and let them check the van out for us. Just got done meeting with the guys from Sierra Adventure Vehicles, and we are really excited to work with them in the very near future. You can tell they really know what they're doing. They take pride in what they're doing. They had some really good ideas as far as getting our mods taken care of. So we'll be getting that done sooner than later. Right now we have a little bit of time to kill before our next appointment. So we are gonna go to one of the most gruesome scenes in Sierra Nevada history, just outside of Truckee. We're headed to Donner Lake. Let's go see if we can find some information on the Donner Party.
So growing up in Tahoe, we used to take field trips here to see the Donner Monument that you can see behind me, as well as the old cabin site for a group. And this place is pretty incredible to think about what it must have been like for these early settlers in the winter of 1846 and 1847, having just left Missouri, spending months on the trail to be trapped here by snow. Everyone knows about the Donner Party, but there are some details that we recently learned in a podcast that of course we didn't learn in school because they're pretty gruesome.
The podcast we were listening to was called The Last Podcast on the Left. They're very high energy, but very informative, like almost too informative. What went on here is way beyond what I ever knew about the Donner Party. These people were in for it, and it was tough. Emily mentioned them getting here, but even them getting here was incredibly difficult, and they were kind of scammed into it. So yeah, check out that podcast if you want to hear like all the details. But these people were definitely brave, and it's just a part of history that's just kind of mind-blowing. What people went through just to get west. Don't take shortcuts. Now we're gonna head over to the Donner Lake, which used to be called the Truckee Lake until this whole event took place. Now we are off to our next appointment, which is one of Wes's least favorite things to do. Got to check up for him, make sure he's happy and healthy.
Wes got a clean bill of health. We were just a little worried about a spot he had on his tummy, but more than likely it's nothing, so that's all good news. And now it's about 1 o'clock. We're still in Truckee and we're pretty hungry, so we're gonna go check out a delicious deli that they have here, and I'm really excited for this. I haven't been to the one in Truckee, but I've been to the one in Reno, which is not that far from here. It's really good.
We got our sandwiches to go. We decided to drive back to Kings Beach so we could eat by the water. I got it's called the Durka Durka. Here's the reveal. Oh. Look at that. That's like 4 meals. Roast beef, pastrami, pickle and jalapeno slaw. That is a 10 out of 10 sandwich. Full belly deli for the win.
And I got the turkey day, which is turkey and stuffing, cream cheese, and cranberry. I've had this before and it is amazing. Can't ask for a better lunch spot than this.
The snow is really starting to come down again, so I think we are going to end our hometown video here. There's a whole bunch we didn't really get a chance to share with you, but we will be back in about a month-ish. So if any of you are interested in seeing more of Tahoe, just let us know in the comments.
Thanks for watching, and if you have any of your favorite spots that you love in North Lake or around Tahoe in general, also leave those in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure to like and subscribe. It helps keep our journey going and is completely free for you to do. And until then, we'll see you guys on the next adventure out there.
Bye.
Bye.